Well, here we go then, part two. We're back on the phone camera. Isn't it great modern technology? So the video camera has picked up, true to form. Oh, I don't know what we're going to do. It's a nightmare. I mean, I know it's been 40 degrees today, but it's probably about 35 now, so it should have been all right. Oh, you're the only one who's not a drama Thor, aren't you, eh? You fancy a bit of turtle? Lovely, aren't they, eh? They can't actually have it. Right, so well, this is the way it's been going, guys. So I'll give you a quick rundown of the disasters that have been going on here. Trees falling all over the place. Oh, I can't tell you about that. That's another update. Sorry. Naughty Darwin, one of our dogs, got into the black soldier fly larvae enclosure. Wreaked havoc in there. The lawnmower packed up, so yours truly actually repaired that with a few bits and bobs. The strimmer is offline yet again, and I think it's a design fault. I know someone said don't buy a two-stroke, but the engine's sweet as a nut. It's nothing to do with the engine. I just think it's the build quality of the actual components that move her out. It's the mechanical side of things, not the engine mechanical side of things. So yeah, I don't know what we're going to do with that. That's 3 times with the same issue. Yeah, so that's offline. What else broke? Something else. Ben Hur, obviously, and the shock change with that. There's something else, slipped my mind. But we're on one take now with the old phone. It's going to be a bit shaky. Most people would apologise. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I don't apologise. Right, here we go then. Caught up with the biochar, so all the get in, just about up to date. Doing the burns, compound all sorted, got on top of that. Been using loads of the spent fodder for mulch around the trees. We did get a drop of rain, must be about 3 weeks ago, just for about an hour. Everything spruced back into life for a few days, but 40 degrees and it's been brutal. It really has. Hang on, let me put the turtle somewhere safe. No, you're not having it, Lucky. Yeah, so 12 births. Not you, Sprout. Yeah, bloody tomboy goat. 2 deaths, 10 withers, 5 boys, 5 girls. We have dispatched 2 goats. I think in one of the previous videos we dispatched a buckling for selling the meat and for eating. All right, Lulu, she's still in the room where you left her, girl. But since then we've had two girls that we've had to dispatch. Unfortunately, one was my goat, the cutest goat in Thailand, Hoover. We had to say goodbye to her, unfortunately, and she fought the fort, but she was not a well bunny, not a well goat, but she was still all right to not go to waste, shall we say. So yeah, we had to put her out of pain. And then unfortunately, sorry Chris, but Hope, who you named, which was her daughter, she got a smack by someone else in the house overnight, we think. And yeah, I mean, you can see how many goats we got here. It's just bonkers. I mean, it's incredible that we haven't had a death from a hit for so long. But we think it was just a combination of her mum not being there to sort of like guard her at night, and she was quite a small goat. So yeah, on the plus side, we've managed to sell most of the meat and just kept a little bit for ourselves to eat. And we sold 3 females, 1 nanny, 1 doe and 1 doeling, and they were our only Anglo-Nubian goats. But we're in such a position here that we could not say no to selling 3 goats, just to try and free up a little bit of space. So all the birth rooms in the goat house are full, so that's 15. I think we've got, oh no, that's it, they've all given birth now. that are in the birth rooms, but we've still got a couple that are due any time. So the big brown lass here, who's called Leo, she's not far off. Who else? Let's see, Tangmo has given us a lovely big lad called Ziggy. There's Tangmo there, but Jasmine's heavily pregnant. Little April, which is Toon's goat, she's given us a lovely little doeling. Onesie was touch and go for a while. She lost a lot of weight, but yeah, it's bounced back. Everyone's doing really well, but it's been so busy. So obviously with all the births, but with the weather as well, we can't really let the herd out. Certainly not with these little fruit bats. I mean, look at these, they just fall straight in the lake and get eaten by a catfish. So yeah, what is it? We've got Ziggy, Dawn, what's that one? Oh, it's all getting a bit too much for me. Needed to prepare, didn't I, before I press record? Never mind, the joys of just press and record. Some of you have been saying from time to time about how to sell the goats, you know, market them, that sort of thing. You know, Muslim communities, restaurants. Please bear in mind, I probably haven't stressed it or made it clear enough on the videos. 95% of these goats, there's probably 80 goats here now. Well, yeah, there's 81 goats here. 5 of them are boys. No one eats females. Muslim communities do not want female goats. They only want the bucklings. Yeah, when there's a shortage of goats, which there normally is, they'll eat anything they can get hold of. But no one wants to eat does, doelings. Certainly don't want to eat the nannies. I prefer the nannies. Oh, that didn't sound right, did it? Bit pervy. Yeah, and the reason being, same as sheep. I mean, I prefer mutton to lamb. You just got to know how to cook it, haven't you? And yeah, so we got no problem eating the females, but yeah, the best meat really is the sort of like 20-25 kg bucklings. All right, lovely. How are we doing? No more flying head, but some lovely, are we? Hey, good girl, aren't you? Hey, I mean, how's this beautiful creature come out of that sad state of affairs? It doesn't make sense, does it? Hey, but you are a good girl. All right, lucky to be here. Well, there's absolutely no point in eating that, is there? There's nothing on it at all. I remembered now. Ziggy, Dawn, Downy. Oh, it's flipping goats everywhere. Nalak. We've got Bongo over there. He's got the neck nads, same as his mum, Jingle. We've got Perky under there, who is a twin. We've got a few other things in it. We've got Lemmy. Jared's named Lemmy. And Ozzy is a big lad. Just look how dry everywhere is. So we've had quite a few comments that I haven't really got around to replying to, guys. I do apologise for that, although I'm not big on apologies. It's just, well, we're doing minimum 12-hour days in 40 degrees. So the last thing I want to do at night is really sort of like pop the computer on and sort of like go through loads of comments, and I have enough trouble keeping up with the emails, to be honest, and stuff through the website. I'll cover a couple of things. So we had quite a few new subscribers to the channel. I don't know why, but it was about a month ago or so. And obviously when someone's new to a channel, they don't know our background. They just comment on the first video they see, and why aren't you doing this, and why is it like that? So I've got no problem with that at all. I don't take it the wrong way, but it's like, why haven't you cover cropped everywhere? Why have you let the goats scar all your land? Why have you bought so many goats? Well, we haven't bought many goats. They've just, well, they breed like goats, don't they? So, you know, you average 2.2 goats a year from every nanny. And so that's why we got so many, and then obviously because of the market situation. But we have been able to sell bucklings now. It's just awkward because we're at full capacity there. That's why back over yonder we got the old goat house, which is just about still standing, with the 4 boys there. So we're keeping Thor. We are going to bring him back online for breeding, but we are giving all these girls a huge rest, let them recoup, and then bring him over. Well, what we might do is just cherry pick our absolute best ones out of here. So someone like Spot, although she's a nasty goat, and polar opposite is Sherbet, we would definitely cherry pick her. We got the famous, the legend that is Brownie there, and probably the biggest goat of the herd by some considerable distance. Sorry, Eyes of Owen. But yeah, Owenetta is a little bit weighty, shall we say. Yeah, so we would definitely breed them and onesie, because why wouldn't you? You can see little Jessica down there as a mini me. She's doing well. She likes her food, packing it on. Yeah, so the idea is to just really concentrate on the cream of the crop, and someone like Sam, who's a fantastic mum, good nice sized goat, and then sort of like keep to a minimum the youngsters that we would breed. One that we would breed is this little belting, well, she's not so little, is Vivian. All right, Vivian, all right there. We'll definitely breed her. And then someone that's got some fantastic traits, character-wise, which is Pancake down here. Other than that, I think we'll keep the others offline, unless the market really picks up for some mysterious reason, and the goat price goes through the roof as it was doing when we first started. Then yeah, we're going to try and keep just the cream of the crop. So we have started dispatching some, and we've got no problem selling the meat locally now. Toon's working wonders, spreading the word. So basically, if we get a doe and well, any goat that we're going to dispatch, she'll put the word out just prior to us doing it, so that by the time the deed is done, and so I dispatch them and Toon butchers them. Then we've got the orders already, so we basically sell the 2 hindquarters and probably 1 front leg, and we keep the ribs and the back, and 1 leg for ourselves. We can't sell all because Kaimuk would not forgive us. She loves goat. Spinning back round over here, so yeah, a little bit digressed, I admit that. The scarred land, the scarred landscape. It's the dry season. It's 40 degrees. I call it the brown season. Nowhere is green around here apart from eucalyptus, or you'll see the marginal vegetation that's grown along the side of the bank there. So yeah, this time of year, for a third of the year you've got a brown farm. For a third of the year you've got an incredibly lush, overgrown green farm, and for a third of the year it's just about perfect. So yeah, for 3 months of the year you haven't got you've got too much food for the goats. Third of the year you've got just about right, and then for the brown months, for that third, you basically beg, stealing and borrow from anywhere you can get on the land. But you can see all the brownness across there. That's tall grass that's gone to seed. So we don't let the goats get on there towards the end of the green period. We let it go to seed, and then we just get more and more grass every year. Different for on here, this is all subsoil excavated out of the lake, so it's absolutely pants. There's nothing you can do about that. We just let the goats out here for just a little bit of exercise, and like you can see there's a little bit of growth here and there. I mean, this will green up, don't get me wrong, it does green up on the rainy season, but no, it's all sacrificial. And you know, how can you cover crop somewhere and water it? You can't, unless you're going to do something like sun hemp, which we did before. But at the end of the day, you got to feed your goats. So No, there's more than enough vegetation once the rain starts. Well, one downpour and then it's all back online. The palms you see over yonder there, they're holding up really well. I mean, they've got so much mulch around them, it's ridiculous. And then the bamboo. So most bamboos around here now, there's no leaves on it, but ours are just, well, they're still they're still all looking quite lush there. So that's doing all right. The ponds and the lake level doing good, doing good. And we're sucking water out the ponds every day, or the crayfish pond. We don't mind keeping that fairly low. I think we're down to about, I think, just below 2 meters on that now. So that's one of the ponds over there, and that's going on all our fruit trees next to the house. We've got the little orchard there, on the banana trees as well, and on all of our vegetables. Someone said, why don't you just, instead of goats, why don't you just grow loads of vegetables and sell them? Well, we do grow loads of vegetables now. We do sell some, not a lot, but that's not what it's all about, Toon and Leigh, is it? It's about growing your own produce, eating good, healthy, nutrient dense food, and we give some away. So the woman who gives us what we call it, the food leftovers from the local noodle shop, we give her free salad. It's normally like coriander, dill, that sort of thing, mustard plants, as a thank you for helping us out that way. But yeah, you can see this is our cover crop. Also the aquatic plants. So this is all drained down. I'll show you down here as well. I'm not actually sure the name of the weed. I thought it was alligator weed, but I don't think it is. It's pretty thick down there. So I've even been harvesting that and then taking it over to the island for that lot, because it is bone dry now. But you can see the palms are still growing. They're still giving new stuff off. They're probably ready for another mulching. It does break down quick in the climate out here, but it's not looking bad. I mean, really, I mean, for coming towards the end, hopefully, of a dry season, probably got about another month and a half. I think they're coping incredibly well. We don't irrigate our palms, just about everywhere else does. Look at the bananas. Now you might think, well, that doesn't look very good. These have not been watered once. I give you my word, not once since they've been put in. So towards the end of the rainy season, I put them all in down here, and I've lost 3. I mean, they go up right up to there. So it was over 20 I put in. I think for losing 3, that is, well, that's just bonkers, isn't it? And I put it down to what we did, you know, the biochar, some of our compost there from underneath the what we call underneath the tin table, so the deep litter systems, and then just mulched, top layer mulch with the old jelly beans, nice and thick. The moringas, some of them have made it, some of them haven't, most haven't, let's be honestly. But yeah, I mean, I think it's just ridiculous how hardy bananas are. I know some people, it does their head in, they want to get rid of them. You know, they cut them back and dig them out and they still come back. But no, they're a very valuable food source for us, and the goats, and of course the fish as well. Yeah, I mean, when you look at banana plants like this, you just think, well, they're rank, mate, but they've got no right to be alive, have they? That is just insane. Same that papaya, put that in, never watered it, still going. Yeah, we have got palm nuts on a few of the trees already, which doesn't make sense at all. Yeah, it's as always, it's challenging times, guys. I would have liked to have done more videos, I have to be honest, but it's just not doable. It really is not doable. And you know, it comes to the end of the day, and we just have to have time for cracking a beer open and eating our dinner and then falling into bed. And I know sometimes you see on Facebook that we are banging out the tunes on karaoke, but it's not that often. But sometimes you just got to let some steam out as well, you know. Certainly when I had to dispatch my little Hoover. Yeah, that was a hard day. That was. Well, it was a hard few days because she was battling, and a couple of times she was quite deceptive and gave me hope that she was going to make it. But at the end of the day, you know, you gotta make the right call, haven't you? All part of farming. What's the saying? Where there's livestock, there's dead stock. Yeah. There you go. Right, I can't take you in there because this is I've got a little mini series coming up. It's all going to be on the video phone. You love it. Well, the good thing about using this, you don't see my ugly face. But yeah, there's 3 things, 3 huge changes to our farm, and they're going to be the next 3 videos. So I can't go in there because it's affected that area. Oh, hang on a minute. There was something in the background. Hope you didn't see it. Hope you didn't see it. That would have given it away. Anyways, right. Oh, what a day. Anyway, we've got flowers. Look at my marigolds. They're all gone droopy. I think these are, I can't remember what these are, chicken beards or something like that, or cockerel feathers or something. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. Right, okay. I think you'll probably see a flurry of videos now because on the phone I don't do any editing, and I just upload it straight to YouTube and probably give it a different thumbnail, and that'll be it. Right then, what am I going to do now? Toon's down the market. Ah, I'll feed you, Gijo, won't I? All right. Oh, state of that. Don't pee on camera. She gets all excited and pees. Oh, you had to, didn't you? Ridiculous.